we can help.
Every Subway sandwich is made fresh right in front of you, so you choose all the ingredients. The meat, the veggies, the fresh baked bread. No wonder so many people are coming over to the great taste of Subway subs, because when you really think about it, they don't make the sandwiches, you do. Subway, eat fresh.
When it absolutely, positively has to get there. Guaranteed. Transporter 2, January 10th.
Starts out cold, ends up refreshing. Coors Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL.
USC leads Texas 38-26 with 6:42 to play in the game. Guys, bad news for Texas. The defensive back was just taken to the locker room, Terrell Brown. They immediately immobilized his arm. They're not saying for sure because they want to wait for the x-rays, but guys, it does appear that his arm is broken. He was immediately taken inside, and guys, it really dejected the sideline here. The defensive players are sitting here devastated. Their heads are down. Seems like the air just went out of this sideline when that injury occurred.
Well, to be blunt about it, it did in a sense, and the Brown leaves the game with 10 tackles. So that's a lot. Now let's see what the USC defense can do with Vince Young. They've got a 12-point lead, but that is nowhere near the neighborhood of safe.
Well, he has had success bringing his team from behind. But this is USC. This is the two-time defending national champion with one of the greatest defensive coordinators / head coaches of all time, Pete Carroll.
From the 31-yard line. Quick pop to the sideline. Pass is complete. It's Lima Swede making the catch. That stops your clock. Well, they haven't stopped the clock.
Well, they should. He went out of bounds.
I thought so.
And he went out of bounds trying to go forward. A lot of trouble with the clock tonight, huh?
It's still going. 6:15. And thrown Quan Cosby. He caught it on his knees, but he was open. And Vince Young put it right on his number, 6.
Yeah, the dilemma here is, do you put pressure by adding the blitz to Vince Young and risk him breaking the pocket, making a long run, or do you sit back in zone? Right now, they're just sitting back in zone, hoping to take time off the clock.
I think they've got to go after him from somewhere between here and the goal line. He's just shopping.
Yeah, he's afforded the time to shop and find David Thomas one more time. Thomas getting away from Darnell Bing with a real good wheel route right there. Faked going across the field, came back and picked up another Texas first down. 9 catches tonight for David Thomas.
But just that quickly, the ball is all the way down on the Southern California 37-yard line. Here comes a blitz. But they got him moving around a little bit. The ball's thrown high. It's up for grabs. And goes down incomplete. Ryan Ting had a chance to pick it off, but couldn't come up with it. But they made him move around a little bit that time.
That ball should have been intercepted by Ryan Ting. Goes about 5'10". Went way up high in the air to try to pull it in. Decided to just knock it down instead.
Second down and 10 from the SC 37. When he runs best is this direction. And he's close to a first down. Cedric Ellis tripped him.
Such a long stride. He covers so much ground in such a hurry. He gets 8 on that one. It looked like just a stroll around the corner.
3rd and 2. Kevin Thomas checks into the secondary, the extra back. Trojans going after him. Ball is thrown at the first down. David Thomas one more time. That's 10 catches for him. Colin Ashton was there and hit him hard, but he held on.
Having a tight end that's so reliable over the middle just makes a quarterback's life that much easier. And Thomas has done that for Vince Young all year long.
Well, just under 5 minutes to play, a lot of time, and they're down on the SC 23. He's throwing again, throwing quickly, and it goes to Lima Swede.
And now it's a good read by Vince Young, because SC did bring the blitz that time. Had single coverage outside on Lima Swede. Here comes Scott Ware. He's picked up. There's the wide open receiver for about a 6-yard gain.
Kevin Thomas pinned him to help team. 2nd down and 4. He got 6 yards on that little short pass. Young slips a little, coming back. There's daylight. Here he goes. Touchdown.
Tell you, Keith, never seen anybody like him in my life.
No, more than.
You know, there have been great scramblers throughout the history of college football, but this guy's at the top of the list. He almost fell down on that play.
He did.
Then regains his composure, runs right, as you said, the direction he loves to run, and goes in standing up again.
Pino for the point. Kick, good. So it's now kind of cozy. Mac Brown talks about the turning around of Vince Young when he started to really move things for Texas.
We quit bothering him and we started supporting him. And after that time, boy, he is 29-2. I mean, what else can you say? And the #1 passing efficiency quarterback in the country, and just won the Davy O'Brien Award. So sometimes the less you do, the better it is.
And you know, Keith, I can't tell you how many times I've had writers and radio talk show guys ask me about his throwing motion and will he be successful at the next level. I think Mac just answered it. He leads the nation in passing efficiency. He's gained 180 yards rushing tonight, 192 yards rushing against Michigan last year, and we're not done.
We've got 4:03 to play in the game. 38-33, a 5-point lead for Southern California, and they get the ball back. Driving kick taken down at the 5-yard line by Reggie Bush, who's been quiet tonight, and no, just a half a step from blazing a trail to the end zone. Greg Johnson, the kicker, stopped him. Let's spend a moment now with John, Craig, and Aaron.
Keith, thanks a lot. We talked about USC being a second-half team. They've had the ball 4 times in the second half. They've scored 4 times.
Number 21, I had no idea how good he was. Short yardage goal line. Lindell White's been the most valuable player in this ball game.
We talked about leadership and depth being the key to this ball game. It's proven to be so. We'll look at the halftime adjustments of each team and see what worked and what didn't. Don't forget, when the game is over, we will have post-game interviews plus a trophy presentation, and we'll be joined by our friends at ESPN Game Day. Keith, back to you.
Thank you, John. Game's on the line right here as Lindale White is back into the ball game. Hard to go down. Keeps on fighting with him. And looks like the mark's going to go out to about the 37. Well, that's about 3 yards. It's been a battle. Total combined yards tonight, 1,033. That was after the defense was very prominent through an entire quarter. 2nd and 7. Little roll out from Nat. now throws it. Coming back to the ball. They're going to give him the catch.
8th catch of the second half. Remember, we talked about how it was important for them to get their playmakers involved. Well, Dwayne Jarrett is just that. What awareness of where he is on the field, keeping his feet in bounds to haul that one in, and it picks up a huge first down. How about Leinart in the second half? That's why he won the Heisman 2 seasons ago.
1st and 10 now. The ball up on the 47-yard line. Lindale White trying and comes away with 3 on that dive. Tried to get outside. Drew Kelson kept him from getting away, but had he been able to get to the outside, he'd have done some damage.
Now this is SC football right now, putting the ball in the hands of their big tailback, Lindale White, behind this big offensive line. Each time they snap the ball, time goes off that clock.
Texas with all 3 of their times out remaining. Trojans have 2.5 minutes to play. Trojans lead by 5. Leinart dumps it off, and it is incomplete. Thrown short. He was throwing to Brandon Hancock, but he had a Texas man right in his face.
Yeah, it was Drew Kelson, number 4, who came on the blitz, and that ball came up just short. More importantly, the clock stops
at 2:22. Third and 7. They run it with Lindale White. Oh, that's ball come out? No. Oh, it didn't. They marked him down at the 45.
Came up short of the first down. Now the decision for Carroll. Do I go for it on 4th? Check out the ball here as White spins. Came loose. He did fumble, and it was recovered by Steve Smith. That's the first fumble of the year for Lindale White. Talk about heads up. Steve Smith, a wide receiver in the middle of all those bodies, finds himself with a football right in his hands.
So Texas now with 2:13 to play in the ball game and down by 5. They spend the timeout to save the time. And Pete Carroll got to make a decision right here on 4th and 2. There have been a lot of great coaches along the way at USC, including this man, Howard Jones, who won 4 national championships. John McKay won 4 national championships, and John Robinson had one in 1978. Pete Carroll, of course, looking for his 3rd tonight. All he's got to do is protect the 5-point lead for 2 minutes and 13 seconds.
Well, the most dramatic play of the season for the Trojan was the Bush push against Notre Dame. 3 seconds left on the clock. Reggie pushes Leinart into the end zone on a 1-yard plunge to give the Trojans a 34-31 come from behind win at Notre Dame. 4th and 1 now for the Trojans, and Reggie's on the sidelines. But Lindale White's in there. He's the power back.
He gets it.
He didn't get it.
He gets it, meaning he got the ball.
That official right there is marking the ball, and he's marking it short of the first down. Texas football. Twice tonight, SC's gone for it on 4th and 1, and twice they've come up short. This is right down the line. Great penetration. Kelson in there, Huff in there, down below. Brian Robinson with the play. Talked about gang tackling a long time ago, Keith. Good example of it right there.
It's about 6 inches, maybe a foot.
Half the stadium's going to go crazy.
The burnt orange side did. So now Texas is going to have the football in the middle of the field, basically. And here comes their man, Vince Young, onto the field. And the Trojan defense is beleaguered at this point. The ball will be snapped at the 44 of Texas. Now what do you do, Dan? You go at him? Go for it?
You put the ball in number 10's hands and let him win the game for you, as he's done so many times.
You can't keep laying back there in his zone, can you? Here comes the blitz. Dumped off. Rucker makes the play on Romance Taylor as he accepted the short, trying to set a screen for him, but number 24, Justin Wyatt, was blitzing the quarterback.
Watch Rucker, number 90 here. Three-man rush here. As he goes to the inside, they add the two cornerbacks. What an effort by Rucker on the tackle.
Second down and 12. They lost 2 yards. They got some pressure on Young. He bounces the ball in front of the intended receiver. This time it was Brandon Ting.
Well, you asked what they would do, Keith, on defense. SC, Pete Carroll says, I'm going to go after Vince Young. I'm going to bring all different types of blitzes. The first play, both corners came. That time it was the safety, Brandon Ting, with the big pressure.
You got to get in his face. He's too good.
This is the speed that Carroll needed to put on the field. 3 down, 1 linebacker, 7 defensive backs.
Minute and 35 seconds to play. Wyatt's coming again. They pick him up. He throws to the sidelines. The pass is completed, but it is short of the first down. That's Quan Crosby. And what do they say?
A flag comes in, Keith. I think it's going to be a late hit against SC. Texas sideline celebrating.
Wow.
Wow is right. What a huge mistake this is. They get the face mask call. And the question is it 15 or 5?
Well, if it's 5 from where they're standing, it's going to be a first down, isn't it?
During the play, incidental 5-yard face mask to number 20 defense. The 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Yep. Watch Darnell Bing right there with the left hand. That didn't look all that incidental to me. Holy cow.
So the ball goes down to the 46-yard line, where it's a first down for Texas on the Southern California side of the field. You've got a minute and 20 seconds to play in a ball game and a 5-point USC lead. Vince Young throws on a slant, ball caught, and that's the ball comes rolling out. No call.
That official there says ball down. That's the call.
Minute now. 1 minute to play.
Bing with the hit. He strips the ball later. Too late. The receiver was down. Carter was down, clearly.
Texas has 2 times out to play with. USC 1.
But Texas and Mac Brown, they've got to get in the end zone. One missed extra point, 1 missed field goal.
Referee's coming over. Guess they're reviewing it, huh?
I guess so. I'm not sure why. But this is a great benefit. Stops the clock, allows Texas to catch their breath, go over the sidelines for Vince Young so he can talk to Greg Davis in the press box. More time to think about how to move the ball down the field, get it in the end zone. Carter's down there. Now the ball comes loose. This is a waste of time in this review.
Yeah, that's he was well down. Extended body on the ground before they pulled it out.
But again, it was the blitz, wasn't it?
Yep. 57 seconds. 38-33.
After review, the play stands as ruled. It was a catch and down by contact. Second down.
Texas trailed in this ball game 38-26 with 6 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. And now they are getting close to having a big-time chance to win it. Second down and 1. There's been no mistakes on the snap tonight. Working out of the spread. That means Sinline has done a good job.
They're going to put more time on the clock because of that play was originally
104. They get 7 seconds back. Young going to run with it. Oh, he stepped right through a tackle. My gosh, he just stepped right through the hands of Colin Ashton.
Yeah, he's not picky. He's going to go after any of them. Linebackers, defensive linemen, run over defensive backs, and how about getting out of bounds after picking up the first down?
First down will put the ball, put the markers on the 30-yard line of Southern California. And 53 seconds remaining.
Saves both those last 2 timeouts.
Trojans have got to make a defensive play or they're going to lose. Thrown short underneath. There's a man just wide open, Brian Carter. And they're inside the 20 at the 14.
Well, that time Carroll decided to just come with the 3-man rush. No pressure on Young, crossing route against the zone. And again, the clock stops with the receiver going out of bounds. Boy, you've really got a lot of opportunities, a lot of options here, Keith. Remember David Thomas having a huge night. Lima Swede big on the jump ball on the outside.
They've got a first down at the 14-yard line. Incomplete. They went jump ball in the corner. Lima Swede against Kevin Thomas. Thomas is 6'1", and Swede stands in at 6'5", and he's a jumper.
Just remarkable to me to see these freshmen playing so well. That's what Kevin Thomas is. Pretty good throw, gives his receiver a chance, but Thomas beat Swede to the ball.
39 seconds. Gonna run it. Gets inside the 10 to the 9, and the clock keeps going. 30 seconds. They've called timeout.
Well, they got to get in the touchdown because of a couple of missed kicks by David Pino. He missed a PAT after the touchdown in the first half. Then in the fourth quarter, the start of the fourth quarter, the first play misses wide right. That was when SC had a 24-23 lead. Remember, Dusty Magnum last year won this game against Michigan 38-37 when he hit a field goal with time running out.
The timeout belonged to Texas. Each team now with 1 remaining. All-time win streaks, of course. Oklahoma 47, Washington at 39, Yale twice 37, Toledo 35, and Southern California 34 with Miami and Penn State. Oh, that's 10, I guess. Way back when. But
nobody wanted to play Yale back then.
No, Bud Heffelfinger in that bunch. They'd beat you up. Ball is on the 9, where it is 3rd down and 5. They can get a first down if they can get to the 4. But they've only got 30 seconds left. It's up to the Trojan defense now to preserve the streak. Incomplete. That was a good defensive play on Lima Swede.
Again, it was a true freshman, Kevin Thomas, who flashed in front of Swede. May have knocked that ball away, but he certainly distracted him enough that he couldn't haul it in.
4th and 5. kind of feel like Joe. I'm too old for this. 4th and 5, the national championship on the line right here. He's going for the corner. He's got it. Vince Young scores.
As we said, Keith, you can have the perfect defense called. You can force him out of the pocket, but you're not going to beat him. Invincible.
Well, like Yogi said, it ain't over till it's over, but it certainly looks like the Texas Longhorns are going to walk out of here, and they're walking out on the words of Vince Young, who said they were going to prove they were the best team in the country in this game. And right now, they're standing on it.
And this is a huge two-point conversion to push the lead to 3.
And they'll spend the last timeout. That's it.
That's the Trojans calling timeout.
So it's the Trojans calling. All right.
And that is their last timeout. My goodness. How about this play? Trying to get a receiver open in the end zone. Gets pressure, feels it, sees the corner of the end zone. And how about another walk-in touchdown for Vince Young?
Nobody around him when he went in. So USC up against, they're down by a point. You've got 19 seconds to play. They have no times out remaining. If they convert the 2 points, then it means a 3-point lead.
And Mack is going to tie Vince Young to the goalpost in Austin, so he can't leave this team next year and go on to that other league. About 7 touchdowns rushing for Vince Young in 2 games here in Pasadena. He might want to look for some real estate around here. He owns this field.
Well, he'll probably have enough to buy it.
At some point he will in his future. My goodness.
Runs it and made it. So it's been the Vince Young show when it came to crunch time, as Texas goes to a 41-38 lead with only 19 seconds to play. Clock didn't move on that play.
That's extra point is probably not going to. Thank goodness for SC. Matt's daddy in the crowd, knowing it's a tall order. But give the Texas offensive line some credit too. Vince Young's thrown 40 passes tonight, 0 sacks. He's rushed for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. What else can you say?
Congratulations. That'll do.
Odds-on favorite to win the MVP of this game for the 2nd time. 2 years in a row, Vince Young putting on an unbelievable show.
These 2 teams coached by 2 men who have brought a whole new perspective and methodology to the business of coaching, I think. Now Reggie Bush will drop back, and let's see if they'll kick to it. I don't believe I would.
No, I'd put it on the ground.
Put it on the ground.
Make it difficult to pick up.
Put it down there in that open space. Got it.
Got a lateral back to Reggie.
No chance. 16 seconds. Clock stops when you move the chain in a college game.
Yeah, but you're going to see the mother of all prevent defenses right here. They'll rush 4 guys, and then the other 7 will be spread out deep.
They're coming hard. Leinart shoves it ahead to Bush. Got a block. Goes down and out of bounds, stopping the clock at 8 seconds to play in a ball game.
What that did is that gives Leinart a lot of opportunities here. The problem for SC, Mario Danello does not have a real big leg, but Troy Van Blarcom does. He made a 43-yarder earlier in the game, did Danello, and he's getting loose on the sidelines right now.
The ball is resting at the Texas 43. They have no timeouts to work with. 8 seconds is not very much. Leinart runs away from the pressure. Now he's got to throw it and throws it high and out of bounds, and the game is over. Texas has defeated Southern California 41-38 to win the national championship of college football. This is win number 800 for the University of Texas Longhorns.
And a classic. Lived up to all the hype, all the build-up. Incredible effort by all these young men.
Well, Vince Young, Dan, stepped beyond the pale. He's out there somewhere by himself.
I tell you, Keith, nobody has ever had a game like that. And all his teammates had faith in him, knew he could do it. This is Vince Young's team.
Two coaches. Great respect they have for each other. Pete Carroll has done some remarkable things since he came back to college coaching, and Mike Garrett brought him in as the head coach of the Trojans. He ran off 31 wins, and now Mac Brown sits in the catbird seat, and here is Todd Harris.
Well, Pete, you told me eventually it would have to come to an end. What was the difference tonight?
Well, we couldn't stop him when we had to. You know, we had plenty of chances to, and the quarterback just ran all over the place. He's a fantastic football player, and he made the difference, you know. He threw the ball well enough, but more than that, he did it with his legs, you know. I mean, how classic was it that he ran it in on the last play? So it's a fantastic job by Texas. We gave him everything, you know. We really had a shot to win this game and felt like we should have won it, but we didn't, you know. So this is their night, you know. Hats off to Mac. He did a great job. They have a fine football team. You know, it's been wonderful doing what we've been doing. It's too bad it has to end, but if somebody's got to get it, they deserve the heck out of it. We give it to Mac.
At the very end of the game, you had a timeout. Did you want to save one timeout if they had scored?
Yeah, we had a little problem. They were going for 2 right there, but you know, didn't get it done.
Thanks, Pete. He's a class act, Keith. Let's send it over to Holly.
Guys, I'm here with Matt Leinart. Matt, tell us a little bit about what went through your mind on that last drive for Vince.
You know, he just stepped up. You know, we couldn't tackle, and as a great player, he showed why he's one of the best players in college football.
Tell us a little bit what it's like to go out like this after you came back.
I mean, it's tough, you know, but you know, we'll move on. It's a great win, great hard-fought, you know, loss, I guess, but. You know, whatever. We still think, I think we're a better football team. You know, they just made the plays in the end.
Win or lose, a great career, Vince. Thanks.
Well, happiness is reflected in many different ways, isn't it? Hands are raised on the Texas side of the Rose Bowl, and the music flows. For 81 years, one of America's most recognizable images has been the Goodyear blimp. Goodyear providing tonight's aerial coverage. And coming up next, the Bill Ford Tough postgame show, including interviews and the trophy presentation.
The Built Ford Tough postgame. Brought to you by Ford F-150. Built Ford Tough.
Trucks are made for pulling. That's why the 5.4-liter V8 in the Ford F-150 uses an innovative 3-valve design. 3 valves allow the engine to breathe better, crank out more power, and pull more than you ever thought possible.
People everywhere are experiencing a breakthrough. Fullness from a value menu.
No one's going anywhere until you tell me who's full. Me too.
New to the Big Bell Value Menu, the half-pound cheesy bean and rice burrito. Loaded with 3 cheeses, fiesta salsa, and a cheesy, zesty kick. Designed to keep your stomach and your wallet full.
Number 3, if I'm a new cheesy bean and rice burrito, you are?
Full.
Oh, my.
To get full-on value, think outside the bun.
Well, the Texas Longhorns, in winning tonight against defending national champion Southern California, have certainly validated Coach Mack Brown and his program. This is a restatement of Texas' place in college football, washes away the memory of 35 years of seeking since Darrell Royal last guided them to Hallelujah Land. And if you're looking for highlights in this game tonight, you spell them Vince Young.
Young set a Rose Bowl record with 467 yards of total offense, breaking the record held by Danny O'Neal of the Oregon Ducks.
Well, he danced all night long. When he was on the sidelines, he was patting people on the back, jumping up and down, whistling, singing songs, keeping everybody up, and then went out when he had to and did it.
It's like talking the talk. You got to walk the walk. Well, he ran it all the way in, didn't he?
Sure did. Now, here's John Saunders.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, on behalf of City and ABC Sports, congratulations to the national champion Texas Longhorns. Here's a Tournament of Roses President Libby Wright to present the trophy.
For winning the 2006 National Championship game.
And now here's Mike Snyder, president of ADT, to present the ADT National Championship Trophy.
Coach, congratulations. On behalf of ADT Security Services Worldwide, our 8 million customers, our 40,000 employees, our family of authorized dealers, our parent company Tyco International and the American Football Coaches Association, it's the ADT National Championship Trophy.
A teenager. Talk about what this means to the great state of Texas.
Well, with saying I think you can tell they're all here, John. But first, let us thank from all the Texas fans, our staff, and our football program, let's congratulate a great SC football team for 34 straight and 2 national championships. Secondly, John, what it means to, we want to thank the Rose Bowl, what it means to us. It's been a long time. There's a lot of passion, a lot of pride. I'm proud of these kids. I'm proud of our coaches, high school football in the state of Texas, but we love our fans and they love it.
You having any fun?
I'm getting ready to.
We now want to hand out the most valuable player award trophies. We're going to start with the offensive player of the game. Is there any question that it is Vincent Young? Yeah, that's yours. Now, Vince, I know we talked when you were in New York, and I know you were very disappointed not to walk off with a Heisman Trophy award. I think you like that piece of crystal a little better, don't you?
Oh, it's so beautiful. Hey, don't y'all think that's beautiful right there? That crystal's so beautiful. And it's coming home to Texas. It's coming home all the way to Austin, Texas, baby.
Are you going to be back to try and make it 2 in a row?
Got to work hard and get better, and we'll be back. Wherever we got to go, we'll be back, baby.
All right, Vince, congratulations. And now the defensive player of the game, in a very offensive-minded game, but Mike Huff, who came up with huge tackle after huge tackle and game-saving plays. Your defense was what was talked about before the game, that USC had not seen a defense like yours, and I think you guys proved it tonight.
We knew USC was a great team. They had a great offense. I mean, they played hard. They showed us things that we hadn't done before, but in the end, we prevailed.
Mike, congratulations.
Thank you.
And congratulations again to the Texas Longhorns. Right now, let's go back up to Keith Jackson.
Thank you, John. There's the agony of defeat, and there's the joy of victory. And I bleed back. I think she's ready to begin.
I think we all deserve to have a good time tonight. You're going to see how great Vince Young is. He plays the way he feels, and his team follows him. But he performs and he comes through in the clutch. You'll never see a more clutch performance than what he gave us tonight.
I don't remember one, and we've seen some great ones. I mean, we've seen some of the greatest players in the history of the game. We've seen people take a team on their back and win, but I've never seen quite what we watched tonight before.
It's just pure fun, too. That's what I like, is that he has fun doing it. His teammates rally around him. His coach lets him be himself, and Texas are national title holders.
All right, we've enjoyed it. Texas wins by 3, and let us join now Chris Fowler.
All right, Keith, thank you. Lee Corso, Kirk Herbstreit alongside. We feel just as privileged as you guys to witness this game that did live up to the hype. Vince Young came over here and he was saying, who's the Heisman?
Yeah.
Who's the Heisman? Striking the pose. This is not about individual awards tonight, guys. Just individual brilliance and a team goal.
Well, first of all, that's the greatest performance the BCS title game's ever seen. The greatest football player I've ever seen, I've been in this game a long time, was Roger Staubach. But tonight, I saw the greatest college quarterback ever to play the game in a clutch situation. And let me tell you something, Vince, leave right now. Because I said it before the show, and I'm going to say it again. The National Football League general manager would be crazy not to take that guy #1. Kirk, he can beat you with his arm, he beats his leg. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Well, that's the thing that makes it so interesting is Texas has had to hear about it for so long, about USC being the best team maybe of all time. This is a team that was determined, and Vince Young was the leader coming out. The thing that I love about Vince Young, and Lee just touched on it, he puts so much pressure on you as a defense. If you load up to stop his scrambling with the blitz, he's able to avoid, create, and throw the ball. If you sit back and you're going to stop his passing, he's able to run and make big plays. And the thing is, when it was crunch time, every single time Vince Young stepped up. Ronnie Lott said he needs to go to the NFL right now. I was standing on the sidelines. He said, that's the best quarterback I've seen in a long time.
He's got to go
That's Ronnie Lott.
Well, all dynasties got to be stopped, and all streaks are snapped. It took a special team and a very special quarterback to do that in Vince Young and Texas. Sports Center on ESPN will have plenty of post-game coverage, reprimaries. But let's go back over to John Saunders and the gang right across the end zone, John.
You can throw football over here, Chris. I mean, we talked about this game being hyped all year, and it lived up to all of the hype. First, I got to ask you, because I asked Mac Brown if he was surprised that Pete Carroll went for it at midfield. He said no, because he felt that he knew that Texas was moving the football, and so he didn't want to take a chance to give it back to him.
Yeah, but for my bet there on that deal, I definitely would have punted the football because I'd rather have Texas go 80 yards or 90 yards than 50 yards. But how about Vince Young? Back in October, I had a chance to spend the day with him in Austin, and he asked the questions about what it takes to win and all those things and how important it was to his locker room. Congratulations to Vince Young and his teammates for what they did. When you talk about the field today, 3 Heisman finalists, and they got after it. I mean, they burned up this Rose Bowl grass out here. And look what Matt Leinart did. Matt started a little bit slow, but he came on with 365 yards. Reggie Bush really never a factor in the ball game. He had a nice game, but when you talk about Vince Young, his arm, 30 out of 40. Aaron, So many people have doubted him. And me coming into this game, I thought maybe Matt Leinart might be more of a better quarterback for the NFL than Vince Young. Forget about that, man. Vince Young can play football with his legs and his arms. I said it in pregame, and he came through for him.
Aaron, you actually like Pete Carroll's call.
I think it was a very gutsy call by Pete Carroll, and Pete Carroll's known for gutsy calls. This is a championship football game, and it takes risk. You have to be able to go for it. The offense of USC had been carrying this team all year long. Remember the 4th and 9 at Notre Dame? Why put it back in Vince Young's hands? All you need is 2 yards to create history. USC did not get it. The defensive line from Texas was able to do it, and now they're on the Wheaties box, baby. They're on the Wheaties box. It's cereal for everybody. Go Longhorns! Woo!
35 years, the state of Texas, with all of their great football, has been waiting to win a championship. Now they have it. And Mac Brown, the coach that they said couldn't win the big game, he has won the big one and completed a perfect season and stopped USC from doing what no other team had done before, and that is a three-peat. Congratulations to the Texas Longhorns, and thanks for being with us all year long here on ABC. Right now, back to Keith Jackson.
I think you guys have already started your party. Well, they should rejoice in Texas. They earned it.
Well, Keith, this has been an awesome championship game, a privilege to do it, a real privilege and honor to stand next to you and call this great one.
Well, it's been all my pleasure. For the ladies and gentlemen and the whole crew, everybody who worked so hard all season, know you are appreciated. And we will wish you all a happy new year and good night from the Rose Bowl. ABC Sports is online at ESPN.com. Search ABC Sports. The NFL playoffs kick off with a wild card Saturday on ABC. Our doubleheader begins at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. Stay tuned to ABC for your local news. Good night from the Rose Bowl.
Continuing the tradition of excellence, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports Championship Television.